Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope that you are well. Today we are in the heart of Kisumu City, and today we are here to visit an amazing organization, and that is the one and only BAYE Africa. And BAYE Africa stands for Business Acceleration for Young Entrepreneurs in Africa, not only in Kenya, in Africa. And today we will be meeting Frederick, who is the director of BAYE Africa, just to get to understand what exactly happens here and who exactly is BAYE Africa. So come with me as we meet Frederick and get to understand the journey of BAYE Africa and get to tell you what to do for you to get to where BAYE Africa is today. Don't miss out. All right, and so as we had said during the introduction is that we'll be here with Frederick to talk about BAYE Africa. I know that you're also very curious to know about what they do, and I'm very interested with the fact that kuna young entrepreneurs kwa jina yao. You know, that is really amazing that they focus on entrepreneurs, but mostly young entrepreneurs. Now, let's have this conversation, and I know that you are gonna learn something from this. Frederick.
Yes,
how are
Rachel.
you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm also doing very well. Very happy to be here. Thank you for receiving us.
You're most welcome at BAYE Africa.
Thank you so much.
We love guests.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Please say hi to the people and then we can get started.
Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon. This is Frederick from BAYE Africa with Rachel here to have a conversation about what we do, and looking forward to having an interesting information sharing with the team.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Let's just start from the very beginning. What is BAYE Africa?
BAYE Africa is an acronym. In full, it's Business Acceleration for Young Entrepreneurs. We are an entrepreneurship support organization working with women and youth, particularly in the agri-food space. So as an ESO, we are keen at providing business advisory and business development support services for startups, idea stage businesses, startups, and also growing businesses. So we have a raft of products that we target the different categories of enterprises. So we have incubation programs for idea stage. We have acceleration programs for growing businesses, and we also have investor readiness programs for businesses that now are moving towards scaling. We also provide business coaching and mentorship alongside value chain development. We are also keen at finding, adding our input in the sustainable development goals, about 6 of them that we contribute towards both directly and indirectly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why you say that you mostly focus on youth and women? Why is that?
Yeah, as we are all aware that there are lots of challenges in terms of employment opportunities for the young people.
Yeah.
And if you look at the demographics within the agriculture sector, a bigger percentage are the women who are fully actively engaged in the agri-food systems.
Yeah.
And therefore, we are keen to engage them, understanding inclusion of the marginalized members of the community, and also trying to build the capacity of women-based enterprises to be able to scale.
Amazing. And for us to just understand BAYE Africa really well, the background of it, what was the inspiration of the creation of BAYE Africa?
Well, personally, by background, I come from a farming community in Kisumu. And growing up, I could see the kind of small-scale agriculture that was happening. Later on, when I proceeded with my education, I started agribusiness. That gave me an opportunity to fully engage in different components of economic empowerment within the communities. I started my professional journey back in 2009.
Yeah.
Employed in the agri-food space predominantly, but the kind of transformation that I was hoping for was not, I was not having the satisfaction I was hoping for.
Okay.
Because back then there was a lot of relief kind of an approach. But then with the advent of entrepreneurship, I felt the need to work with smallholder farmers to be able to contribute to increased incomes, create job opportunities, and also contribute towards activities that would mitigate climate change.
Yeah.
So it is all a collection of that that prompted the birth of BAYE Africa back in 2019. Yes.
So it has been in existence from 2019.
Yes, BAYE Africa has been in existence from 2019, but we did the formal registration the 1st of February 2020.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Now, what are some of the programs or initiatives that you have as BAYE Africa that has directly helped the entrepreneurs in Kisumu?
Yeah, interestingly, BAYE Africa, we have had two components.
Okay.
Where one, we provide expertise in terms of consultancies.
Okay.
But we've also had an opportunity to implement funded programs, grant-funded programs.
Okay.
So in the field of provision of technical support, we have partnered with a number of entities, a number of organizations. We have participated in an incubation program in collaboration with Practical Action. We were targeting Kisumu County. We've also implemented a program in partnership with the Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition, targeting food business operators.
Yeah, amazing. And you know, as you were explaining, I just realized that BAYE Africa is really huge on collaborations with ESOs and other organizations. Why is that important?
Going by the name Business Acceleration for Young Entrepreneurs in Africa, we are very intentional in our engagements beyond just the Western Kenya region. In Kenya, we have had our presence as far as Turkana, Kirinyaga, Kilifi, and Kwale. We have had a number of engagements across in terms of building collaboration. Even with the county government of Kisumu, for example, we have had a lot of engagements around the rice value chain under a project dubbed Oyanyina Shoda Initiative that is targeting building cooperatives that are supporting rice value chain, right from production, aggregation, processing, distribution. So we worked together to develop business plan around the different components within the value chain. But beyond beyond Kenya, we are looking at the sub-Saharan region. So BAYE Africa is a member of the Pan-African Agri-Tech Consortium, is a founding member of the Pan-African Agri-Tech Consortium, where we have about 7 countries, representatives from 7 countries, that is Rwanda, Tanzania, Ghana, Nigeria. Our other colleague is from Burundi, of course, despite the challenges, but we are also trying to scale the agri-food system. So we are looking at workable models, fundraise for it, and replicate it across the other countries. So we believe so much in co-creation as an entity. And we are also a member of the Global Waste Cleaning Network, where we majorly focus on promoting circular economy within the agri-food space. And also that gives us an opportunity to build more networks, to build more synergies and beyond. And apart from that, we are a proud member of ASEC. ASEC is the Association of Startups and SMEs Enablers of Kenya. We joined ASEC back in 2020, and the journey with ASEC has been great. And with that, we've been able to establish a Western Kenya charter of ASEC members. And with that, we encourage and promote close collaboration within the ESO network that we have in Western Kenya.
Yeah.
And that comes with a lot of learning, a lot of knowledge sharing, a lot of experience building, and also unity of purpose, as opposed to having to work in segregation and try to push towards common goal and having achievement of greater impacts and greater outputs.
Yeah. Wow, amazing. And I've loved that you've mentioned how you've been working under ASEC and why that is important for every other ESO that is watching right now.
Yes.
Now, after you've explained that, we'd love to know what has been one of the biggest milestones that you've had as BAYE Africa from 2019 to date.
One of the greatest milestones that we have experienced, one is a major contribution towards supporting our realization of our goal and our mission as an organization. Immediately after the formal registration, which we did in February, we are all aware that by March 2020, the entire world went to sleep because of COVID.
Yeah, lockdown.
And lockdown. We had to redesign our approach. Now we were embracing more of digitalization, digitization, and it has become an integral part of our engagement. Digitizing our system, digitalizing our processes, and also just trying to find workable solutions about improving how we do our work. Secondly, I would say that we have really grown in terms of partnerships and collaboration. And this has greatly impacted us in terms of giving us learning and experience sharing with other entities, and also just given us an opportunity to be able to be part of the community in terms of linkages. And with the linkages, we've also gained a lot of experiences in terms of how do we design our product offerings, how do we improve in our service provision, how do we even target, how do we go even there for purposes of fundraising, purposes of partnerships, and also just even building capacities of our staff, because given the dynamics within the food system and the business development support space, you have to be abreast with the changes within the systems, and that has been a very important learning point for us. Other than that, we've also been able to increase our reach in terms of targeted numbers. So far, we have impacted around 437 enterprises since our inception. We've also facilitated promotion of access to finance for up to a tune of around $700,000 US. We've also supported a number of research, documented, and working with other partners. With the developed curriculums for other partners. We've developed our own curriculums. We've also developed some of the important materials, like for example, we've been working with JZ, we've developed a mentorship guide for agri-food enterprises. So I think that is a very important achievement for us as an organization towards building sustainable food systems.
And you know, someone would be watching you, probably an ICU, and they're thinking, hey, this is really amazing that BAYE Africa has been able to accomplish all that. And they would be wondering, are there challenges that you faced since your inception?
Obviously.
Which is?
Of course, we consider ourselves as a startup as well. One of the biggest challenges startups face is working capital management. We have had to bootstrap a lot, self-sacrificing in terms of making things happen. So we've had our fair share of that, basically resources, and also sometimes, other than working capital management, where you have to pay salaries, you have to pay office rent, you have to do office equipment, you have to, the utility bills. That has always been a challenge. Apart from that, we have had moments where, of course, you try to build partnerships, you try to build products that you go out there and test, and you realize that maybe you needed to have tried another approach.
Yeah.
And of course, around staff turnover sometimes is a big challenge. You build capacities of staff, and because you build very good staff, you endeavor to, you know, create the kind of people who you'd want to have within the space, but you have the big brothers. So the big brothers gives them good offers, and you're like, bro, you have to do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that is one of the major challenges that we've had with ESOs. But I'd love to know what would be one of the best ways to curb that challenge, because that is especially the getting capital for startups and SMEs, and also the staff turnover.
Yeah, one of the biggest realization that we've had is that we have to have our own source revenues in terms of have a workable business model that would be able to generate the kind of revenue that would help us sustain part of our budget, or if possible, our entire budget or operational budget for a year or 2 years and beyond.
That would be nice.
So we are looking at coming up with products and services that would be able to give us enough revenue. So currently we have a number of products, and we are also considering other innovations that would give us an opportunity to be able to be self-reliant in terms of our own resource.
Yeah.
And also we are aware of the trends in the current world. You remember USAID having had the funds inaccessible when Trump got into power. So we have to be alive to such kind of unforeseen possibilities. And with that understanding, we just have to, you know, try to find internally ways of building. But again, the other bit would be co-creation in terms of holding, working together with the other ESOs to front ideas, to work together, to build innovative solutions that would not solely help the individual ESOs, but would collectively support the engagements. Because if the ESOs would work together in collaboration, not from a competitive perspective, but from a co-creation perspective, then we would be able to, you know, find ways of navigating some of these challenges effortlessly. Because if we would have a team or a pool of technical experts, business mentors, business analysts, business coaches, I could be having a program now, but the other ESO do not have. So what is wrong with the other ESO releasing their staff to come and support me, implement, and when we don't have activities, we support one another from such a perspective, as opposed to, I have my team, I have built them, they have to belong here. So cross collaboration and support would be a considerable way to go.
Wow, that would work. And now for the people who've listened to you and they have their startups or SMEs and they'd love to be part, or to, you know, just be part of BAYE Africa, how is that important, especially the ones who are primarily based in Kisumu?
Well, we normally, for our programs, we normally place call for applications, which we circulate on our social media handle. If you go to our Facebook page, BAYE Africa, you'll find us there. If you go to LinkedIn, you'll find us there as BAYE Africa. And apart from that, we have other social networking platforms. Actually, one of the robust ones is a WhatsApp group, where we have all the enterprises that has gone through our programs in that WhatsApp group. We call it Women and Youth Entrepreneurship Network Kenya. we have stakeholders there, we have partners there who share, circulate opportunities, who share information.
Yeah.
It also serves as a marketplace because we don't limit entrepreneurs from selling their products from that platform. So it also serves as a marketplace.
Okay.
So for us to get an opportunity to partner with us, please always look out on the call for application. Follow us on the social media handles. We will always update, post, and share the opportunities that we have. Not only programs by our organization, but even programs from other organizations whom we have close collaborations with.
They are posted on your socials?
Yes, we share. Those that really are in line with what we do, we keep sharing because we want to build the community.
Amazing. I know because we've called for them to make sure that they check and see where they can be part of BAYE Africa. We'd love to hear from one of the people who've passed through the hands of BAYE Africa to just hear one of the success stories. So here is where you get to learn why exactly as a startup or as an SME you should be part of BAYE Africa. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I know that you are getting some amazing information from this conversation. Thank you so much, Frederick, for having us today. We've learned so much. Karibu sasa tuhamie Kisumu because of that. But the people who are in Kisumu, I know that you're benefiting from this. So let's get to hear this testimonial, and then I know that you will have made up your minds on this exactly. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm Stephen Onyango. I come from Nyakach. Nyakach is in Kisumu County. I'm an agripreneur. I'm doing African leafy vegetables, poultry, and I'm providing apiary services. Previously, I was doing manual businesses, like I didn't have my records in place. I met BAYE, and when I met BAYE, I've been able to join several programs within BAYE. First was acceleration program, where I was taught on business development plan, on how I can do proposal to potential donors. Right now, I'm able to do that. I'm able to pitch my business to potential donors. I joined a mentorship program in BAYE. During that program, I was assigned a coach. We identified different gaps within my business. First gap was record keeping. I was low on record keeping. And after having engagement with my coach, teaching with my coach, I'm able to set my records clear. I've been also privileged to join part of the SME Loop program through BAYE. I'm also a graduate of SME Loop. I can say that BAYE is a nurturing organization where it nurtures young entrepreneurs. So my business, having met all the requirements for tendership, currently I'm able to, I'm doing a project with the AfriFoodlinks where I have a tender to install conical gardens and plant vegetables in Joel Omino Second Primary School, in Pandi Second Primary School, in Dago Primary School. So those are some of the achievements, and I'm looking forward to get more. I can recommend this to BAYE. If you join BAYE, if you're a young business, your business will be elevated because they have capable coaches, they all are good into what they do. Thank you.